So we just pulled up to the spot, not a lot of cover. There was a boat in the spot where we were headed. So this morning we're doing like a little run and gun setup. We found a little piece of water that we're gonna lay down next to, cover ourselves with this stuff. May have to reevaluate after first light, but that'll get us through then. I got these donuts with me on the hunt this morning. They're fine. One of the biologists from Ducks Unlimited in Missouri was saying they've seen basically no change since November. They're not moving.
Weird year. That's the worst news I've received all month. Gotta take a knee on that one. Like, ho. Whoa. Whoa. Cause we don't need a bunch, you know, just being honest. Just need a few. Just Louisiana's cut, man. We want them to do their due diligence.
Got a mid-morning update for you. Slow morning. Just been sitting here. Brushed in, laying down. Not much going on. But that is not uncommon in my experience on public land hunts. You're just scratching out a meager existence, hoping for the skies to open up and drop a bird on you. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's really beautiful down here. This is territory that we don't have back home, and you get to see all these interesting birds. Hook-billed ibis. Got to see some spoonbills. A couple of eagles came over this morning. A lot of shorebirds playing around in the decoys. It's really incredible. Even if we're not shooting birds. Always. So how'd we come in? Did we come in through this channel? No. That's south, yeah? Yes. Well, that's south. That's south. Okay.
Let's roll, man. We sharp for time. We gotta get you on that flight. Hey, I will miss you.
I'll miss you too. We're gonna have to do this again
in a weird way. Yeah, dude, when there's birds around, you have three rows of tents right here. I've met guys from Alabama, Georgia, everywhere.
Pack in like sardines.
They'll have their tents tied to all of these trees and tent city. You want to get a spot next to a tree that where you can hang your waders, hang your ducks, hang stuff.
Pro tip.
Keep it. Pro tip. You gotta fight for the trees, man.
So like, what's your takeaway from the hunt? Like, we've never met before, we've interacted online, we both are fans of Stoeger, help telling Stoeger stories, and so like, that was like the one connection we had other than duck hunting, right? So like, you come down, you're hosting me to go hunting, like, what do you think?
I had a lot of I won't say anxiety, but I was like, man, I hope the walk-in's not too hard or too nasty, or I hope out in the Delta the wind's not ripping too. I wanted you to stay comfortable.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And it didn't take me long to realize that you appreciate the experience, you appreciate, the whole process of it.
Yeah.
That was comforting to know. It took a lot of pressure off of me.
It's one of the things that I love most about duck hunting. Just like that thing that anchors all of you. It's like, you duck hunt? All right, we cool. I can't overstate the aspect of community. The best way to do it is connect with person. Like what you were talking about. There's Facebook groups, there's Instagram. But if that's not an option, grab a few decoys, half a dozen, whatever you can carry. Find a spot on a map. There's a lot of walk-in areas where you can be hunting, 150, 200 yards from where you park. You're out there and you're learning stuff. That might get you in front of one bird in one day. And then it flares off and you learn something or whatever. But get some decoys. You don't have to have boots or waders depending on where you're at, but I always hunt in waders, so if you can afford them, get them. Get yourself a shotgun, whatever you can afford that's safe. That's one thing I love about Stoegers is they're affordable, man. I picked my first M3500 up used, $400.
Got it.
Never had a problem with it. Just go out and do it. Learn stuff. Start calling. You're going to sound bad.
Yes.
Keep calling. You're going to sound bad.
What do you do? You practicing at?
The truck. You got to practice it in the truck.
Practice in the truck. Got to, man.
But then you're going to get better, you know? So much of this is just getting out and doing it. Right. You got to understand that you're going to screw it up. You're going to have some good days too. You're going to have a ton of fun. If your main focus is not like stacking piles of birds, you're going to always have fun. Right. But you can always learn something every time you go out. So just getting out and doing it.
So if you guys take anything away from what you've seen from this whole weekend, I hope it's to surround yourself with people that have mutual passions. Keep an open mind. You can learn something from anybody. You have to be a student in this waterfowling thing, man. You got to be willing to learn and want to learn, have a desire to learn, and you'll develop an appreciation for it. But we're here. We're on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you guys have questions, comments, advice, if you saw us doing something wrong, like I'm a sponge. I need to know it. But thank y'all for tuning in, taking a look at how we do it down here in South Louisiana. Yeah, but excited to see where it goes from here, man.
Yeah, man. Dude,
keep chasing them.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Pleasure, brother. Pro tip 1: if you have gear unsecured in a truck or boat, turn on some rap, crack the window, pump up the volume, leave the truck running, chirp it. Nobody will approach your vehicle and steal something, right? Too easy. Pro tip number 2: when you go in the grocery store with your friend, leave your wallet. He has to cover you. So I'll have the meat lovers.